friends, here once again we are online, and now today I am going to tell you how to prepare your internal assessment for English literature. Okay? So for English 1 as well as for English 2, you need to submit a project which we shall call in English internal assessment. And on the length of each of these assignments should be about 300 to 400 words. And you need to prepare 2 or 3 assignments. And the number of words totaling to about 1500 words. Alright? 1500 words. Okay. Now these 2 or 3 assignments that you select shall be based on one of the lessons that you have studied in your class 9 and 10. Alright? Or 9 or 10. Now you have studied a number of poems, you have studied a number of short stories, and then you have also studied a play in the Venice. Okay. Now based on that, you select, for instance, one of the short stories from the particular collection. Okay? And then these are the topics that you shall discuss on. First is a character analysis, a character study of a topic. The character study basically is like, for instance, you have a number of character stories, at least a couple of them, where character study is put. Like for instance, a Face in the Dark. Now it basically talks about the main character, his personality, the way he perceives things, his loneliness, and his interest, and his psychological state of mind. All these things are discussed. So you can talk about the character, the main character of a Face in the Dark, for instance. Or there is another story like the Fritz. Now Fritz again is is it the imagination of the main character of that particular story, or is it simply a figment of his imagination? Right? So the study of that particular character would be done. Okay? Then you have, so that is the first thing. Secondly, you can talk about the theme of a story or a poem. Now when you talk about a story or a poem that is included in your syllabus or in your play, like the Merchant of Venice, you always have different themes. The theme means the subject matter, the main subject matter, or the point the writer or the poet wants to make. Right? So, like for instance, you may talk about television. Right? Television. Now, what is it that the poet wants to convey? What's the theme? What's the message that he is for? That is what is to be discussed. Like for instance, he compares and contrasts two periods, two epochs, alright? And era, before the arrival of this so-called idiot box, and the era after the arrival of the television. Now he presents us with these two situations and the impact of it on the children. Now he brings out the theme of how this particular box does turn the children into literally idiots. But their brain is dead. He says their mind doesn't work. So this is the impact of the arrival of television for the. So he has a message, and we have to talk about that message, that theme, that is being discussed in that particular story. Okay, so I was just giving you an example. You could take any of the stories, any of the poems, and then analyze the theme of that particular story or the poem. Okay. Then, so that's in about 300 to 400 words, you analyze the theme of the poem or the particular character that's brought out in a particular story or a poem. Then, when we talk about other things, we have, these are all options, mind you, these are all choices given to you. You may select any of these, This wide variety of choices given to you, and you select from among them. And the second is socio-economic, cultural, historical relevance. Now every story, every poem presents before us a social situation. Alright? Because literature basically is a reflection of life, a mirror of life. Alright? So it tells us the life pattern of a particular period and of a particular cultural group. We learn a lot from it. And so you can talk about what it discusses. Like there are one or two war poems, and you can talk about, you shall see, for instance, the type of war that used to happen in the past. And then maybe you talk about the present day war is completely different from the wars that took place in the past. Because he says the enemies or the two warring factions fought face to face in those days. But nowadays, the modern warfare is completely different. You drop a bomb from far away and you do not see the people or the person, the so-called enemies you are destroying. But in those days, the battles were fought face to face. And then the person who sees his enemy in front of him realizes that he is just like a insect. Like for instance, there is one of his poems, John Brown. So in that, it is basically a criticism of war and the old concept of soldiers as heroes, gallants. Alright? Now, so he is talking about the concept of a particular period. So he also brings out the character of the person. John Brown as disenchanted hero of war. So you can take the character of the person, or you can talk about the economic, cultural, and value that is discussed, and then the background or historical relevance of such war points. Okay. Moving on to the next, it's a simpler one still. So you can move forward to write out the summary of a story or paraphrase of a poem. Okay? The summary. You summarize the story. Story is long. It may run into a few thousands of words, and you summarize it into, let's say, about 400 or 500 words, and that can be done. So that gives us an idea of whether you have understood the gist of the story. Okay? Or paraphrase. Paraphrase means to translate into prose a poem. When you translate a poem into prose form, you call it paraphrase. So, in other words, you write the summary of a particular poem in prose, right? Just as you write a short summary of a story. Okay. And then, when you are writing the summary and paraphrase, you have to be very clear about what the story or what the poem is basically highlighting or talking about. Then, moving on to the fourth choice that you have is an appreciation of the literary qualities or merits of a particular story or a poem. Alright. Now, if it is a poem, for instance, you look at the basic qualities of a poem. The rhyme scheme, the meter that is used, is it appropriate or not? Then, the figures of speech that are used, there must be a variety of them, especially when it comes to a poem. Alright? And then, if you are talking about a poem or a story, for instance, it will have various aspects like the flow of thought, the flow of language, the style. For instance, is it the prose, is it simple? Is it easy reading? Or is it very complicated? Are the sentences simple and straight and attractive? Or is it more very complicated and difficult to understand? So these are some of the things that we should be discussing when you talk about the literary qualities of a particular story or a poem. Okay. Now, when you talk about this, I would suggest you go for a character analysis or a thematic analysis. Alright? That's what I would suggest, because it would be easier for you, simple for you to deal with. Alright? Even summary, writing summary or a paraphrase is simple as well. It should not take up too much of your time. It doesn't take too much time and not that much effort doing this work. And if you do it on time, then we shall be relieved now with all this particular situation of public and so on. you should be able to make use of your time properly. So I would suggest that all of you complete your assignment for 20 marks English literature during this semi-lockdown period. Alright? Or this kind of a lockdown condition. Alright? Okay. So your assignment, each assignment should be about 300 to 400 words. Each assignment. So you should attempt writing on 2 or 3 topics. 3 topics or let's say 2 stories and 1 poem, or 2 poems and 1 story, or 1 from Merchant of Venice, 1 from a poem, another from a story. So you do 3 assignments on this particular topic. Okay? So that is your English word assignment. I will use 2 or you get assignments for your 20 marks. You shall be awarded 20 marks for it, and your final exam will be, or board exam will be out of 80 marks. Okay? So it's a compulsory thing. You will have to do it and do it as early as possible. Okay? See you in the next class.